We haven't come up with a name yet.
Instead of TED Talks, it's Dalena Talks.
I've had 3 ideas.
Okay.
The Pex Cast.
Okay.
Dalena on speaker.
That's a classic, yeah.
And a very Pexy podcast.
Which one should we... I feel like the first 2 involve you. They don't have anything to do with me.
The first 2 involve me. One of them says
these two.
What about Dalena and Anthony? The Rios cast. 0 Rios.
Yeah, but that would imply there'd be more of your family. We'll have to still come up with it. We'll come up with ideas.
Yeah.
This one's titled A Very Spooky Cast, or a very spooky talk. A very spooktacular talk.
Tweet your podcast names to @TheRock for us to figure it out.
No, actually tweet it at pexv.com/redbubble/buy our merch. Our shirts never came.
They didn't.
They better come tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't know, do they check the mail every day?
Yeah.
Our shirts!
I don't know. My mom does, but she didn't go to work, so.
We'll ask tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
Topic number 1, my love. My viewers as well. Don't kiss me on the podcast. That's inappropriate.
I wasn't gonna make a noise unlike you where you go nom 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 nom.
They can hear all the noises. Let's talk about Halloween costumes.
Okay.
Listen,
I've been a slutty hospital gown. Slutty? No, I'm not.
You've just been the gown?
Yeah.
I've been a slutty hospital gown.
Listen, I was a slutty bat. It's when mating season comes up. Slutacular. One time, oh my gosh, this is off topic, but one time at school, this girl was she looked like she was dressed very provocatively, and this was at a time in my life I was trying to be nicer, but my first thought was, wow, she looks like a slutty, whatty, no, what did I say, I said something like slutty wutty, and I thought I was funny. It'll come to me.
Okay.
But I was like, I don't know, slutty something. Anyways, what about costumes again?
Like our favorite ones, or
in general, or ones that we've worn.
Well, we've had.
I would say my best one by far was my Grim Reaper. I did. It wasn't last year, because last year I was a zombie. The year before. That was probably my best one.
I never really had many costumes. I think it was a ninja the last time I had Halloween.
You look like you could be a good ninja.
I think I was 12.
Listen, you're a little 12-year-old running around going, hi, hi, hi.
Oh, I'm sorry, I hit you. Hi, 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 hi. You couldn't hear, but you could, or see, but you could hear me. I kicked my leg up. That was hi.
Hiya, baby.
Hiya. Ow. She's abusing me off camera. She knows the camera's
offline,
not,
baby.
She knows the camera's not on,
next.
So she's abusing me. Our favorite Halloween moment.
Oh my gosh. So, the first time I was a Grim Reaper, I was trick-or-treating with my friend. And we were in the back of the neighborhood, going to my friend's house. And she said we could just go inside, have a drink, because she wasn't home. And I was like, oh, okay. But on our way over... No. That was a different year. But no. I went over to see her dad, because her dad's cool. And...
They can hear you moving your hands.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll stop moving. Anyways, so there was a cat! I think his name was, Phil or something. He was a great guy. And I have a picture of it. Insert picture here or something. But,
You're making it harder for me.
This will literally just be a black screen or something.
No, I'm gonna put the name of the topic we're talking about on the screen.
Oh, well,
maybe I'll do a cool background or something.
You'll probably have the sky or something, or rain. That'd be cool. I don't know, just that happened, and that was a pretty great moment.
One time I was trick-or-treating with my friend Tay, and he was a very, very short guy. And my mom gave us pillowcases for our candy bags, and he was looking for a Kit Kat, and so he was digging in the candy bag, and he's so short, and so I threw the candy bag over top of him, and he was like freaking out, and he ran into a pole.
You're so mean.
He found a Kit Kat. I gave him one.
But a pillowcase is a classic use for a candy bag. Comment if I'm wrong, but I'm right.
Don't at her unless she's right.
I'm always right.
Unless you're empowering her.
Listen, I'm always right.
She's always right.
Alright, continue.
Our favorite candy.
I'm a fan of the Reese's. Reese's are pretty good.
Pieces? Peanut butter cups? Or just in general?
The cups. The cups are always the best.
What size cup? Like?
Bang, baby.
Bang?
I meant to say bang. Listen.
Like you're like a bang cup.
I'm gonna punch you off camera. No, you know, a Reese's cup. It's a classic. For Christmas, I got a gigantic ones. You know those when they
like
come out with the
5 pound
gigantic ones. Yeah, it took me like a whole year to get through half of one, and I think I threw them away in the end. But I don't know. Lately, I'm just kind of like not a big fan of the candy, but I do like me a chocolate. I've been dabbling in dark chocolate. I used to hate it, but now I'm like, it's not that bad.
One time Andrew had dark chocolate. It was like sea salt dark chocolate, and it was like 90% cocoa, and it tasted like dirt and salt.
Yeah, like high counts of cocoa. It's not that good. You gotta add that milk to it, baby.
You gotta get the milk in there.
But
Then one time I had Kinder, which is more milk than cocoa, and I wanted it for so many years, and we went to an import store and I got it. It's still going, baby.
I'm just making sure.
Sorry for the click. And then I had it, and I was kind of like,
like the older you get, the more you're like, eh.
Because every time I watch British YouTubers and they eat the Kinder chocolate, they're like, oh, it's heaven. I think it's like a nostalgia thing for them, though.
Well, either way, yeah, I hate. What's the candy you hate?
What's the candy I hate? Candy corn. That stuff sucks.
I used to really like it, and I ate too much of it, so now I think it's gross. But I hate sea salt caramel. I hate it. I don't like the salt factor to it. I think it's gross.
My favorite all-around candy is Kit Kat. But my favorite candy that I only seem to find during Halloween is those fizzy candies. You put them in your mouth, and they fizz in your mouth.
Wait a minute.
They squirted it all over in your mouth, and I love that.
Oh my god, the first time that happened to me, my friend gave it to me, and she's like, oh, it just fizzes, and she didn't tell me, like, squirts in your mouth. And when it happened, a lot. I was in class, and it just squirted, I was like, ooh.
And you go, because it's, like, down the back of your throat. I love that. Another thing...
You love it going down the back of your throat?
Another candy that my dad used to get me on Halloween was, there were alien gumballs, but they were extremely sour.
That sounds... I do like me a sour candy. You know those sour drop pops, whatever, where it has that sucker part and you drop the drops on it? Those were pretty good.
Those are good. And it had a divot in the candy so you could
drip
it.
That was juicy drop. Juicy drop. We're just in the back of your house chanting juicy drop.
I love me a ring pop. They have
That's how you're gonna propose to me, right?
They have frozen yogurt infused ring pops, and it is so good. And they freeze them.
I think I remember that, but I don't like yogurt. Game.
They were like $2 for one, and it was like, you'd be having the beautiful taste of the ring pop, and then you'd hit a pocket of frozen yogurt.
Yeah, no thanks. But I do like me a ring pop. The blue raspberry is the ultimate flavor.
When I was 15, I had a kick where, this was something I did away from people, because I didn't want them to judge me. I was obsessed with baby bottle pops.
They're pretty good.
But the problem with the baby bottle pop is, it gets stuck to the sides once you're moistening it up, and you're bringing it around the rosy in there, getting all the...
I don't like dipping it in the powder stuff. I just like the pop part.
Why don't you just get like just a normal pop? You call it a sucker or a lollipop?
I did.
What do you call it?
Well, I kind of call them all sorts. I
call,
don't just generically go, oh, that's a lollipop. Oh, that's a sucker. Oh, that's a...
I do that.
Well, if I see a lollipop, those rainbow
big
circle ones.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm going to say that's a lollipop, but I also...
Other places in the world don't, or like, even in the United States, don't say sucker at all.
I call them suckers.
They call it all lollipops.
I think I call them suckers just because it's easier than lollipop. Like, you gotta say the whole
when you
lollipop.
Say lollipop, it sounds like you're a baby.
Listen, I lolly and I pop.
You're not a lolly. I saw your face halfway through that. You realized what you said.
I know.
You were like, oh no.
Oh no. Yeah, I knew you were gonna call me out on that.
But yeah, I love Kit Kats. I love those fizzy ones. Nerds Rope.
I don't think I've ever had one. I think I might have had a bite of one, but I never had one.
You know what's weird is that I can eat a handful of M&Ms and be like, that's good. But I could eat the whole tube of M&M minis. M&M minis are so good.
They're so much better than regular M&Ms.
Yeah.
I don't like a regular M&M.
It's too much chocolate, not enough candy.
I like me a pretzel M&M. I had them last time I was here because they're like extinct now. And so, me, I had to have a little pretzel M&M. I love those ones. But the regular M&Ms, they suck. The peanut ones, not that bad. I do not like the caramel ones. They're too much sweets for me. Don't worry about it.
They have the mint.
Yeah, the mint
chocolate chip ones.
I think I had one and it wasn't that bad, but I'm not a big fan of the mint.
Those are good, but you can't have too many of them. It's like an Oreo.
Well, they got all those different flavors like cocoa, coffee.
Just
my
go for
mom
the
and
mini.
sister, just go for the mini. But
That's
the thing is, there's not enough.
Yeah,
you
never
try to
see
pace yourself.
You
No,
get
we
it?
have them at my store now, and I want to get them, but you can't you gotta have them all in one sitting. You can't just pace yourself.
When I was a kid, I would try to stick my tongue in the tube and pull them out. But as an adult, I just and then they're all gone. It's like
exactly. We're too big for them now. They need bigger size.
Huge bottle of them.
Yeah, but the thing is, it would be $50 for that. I want it to be
budget mini M&Ms. Come on, M&M.
Exactly, budget M&Ms.
That's what we want to see
please.
this year for Halloween.
Okay.
I just thought of a topic.
What?
Right on my mind. What do you want to see? Do kids come to your house and you give them candy now that you're an adult?
Actually, I've only dabbled with that a little bit. I have not actually did it because last year I worked and my sister did it with her friend, so I didn't really do it.
I've been doing it since I was 12 because that's when my parents told me that it was time to stop doing Halloween because it's expensive for them to buy costumes and all that.
Yeah.
And so what I do is I hand out the candy and in return I get candy. Anyways. What do you want to see people dressed up as? Or what do you expect people to be dressed up as? I know there's going to be
This year,
Fortnite.
Obviously, it's Fortnite Battle Royale.
There's going to be people dressed up as the tomato guy from Fortnite or just
I really don't know characters. I just know Fortnite. I'm not going to recognize them.
I still think Five Nights at Freddy's is still going to be there. I seen a lot of that last year.
Yeah, I feel like the craze has died down. What is it, probably Harry Potter still, and...
I'm expecting Cuphead.
Scary stuff,
Bendy and the Ink Machine.
I don't know what that is.
I'm thinking of the stuff that, middle schoolers watch on YouTube. We might find some people dressed up as Markiplier.
Yeah, we got them Markiplier. And I feel like people don't really dress up as creators too much. Maybe, something they like. What's another popular game?
If you go
I'd
to
say
Halloween,
Overwatch. They had those costumes.
Yeah, I want to see Overwatch characters at the door this year.
And just a bunch of divas.
No, maybe...
No.
Because the people that live in this trailer park, they're biggins.
A bunch of Roadhogs?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I want to see more cool... You know what's a costume that I always wanted as a kid, but I never had? I wanted to be a Lego guy.
I don't think there's gonna be Lego guys. Babe.
I wanted to be a Lego guy for Halloween when I was younger, but I couldn't have that, so instead my dad made me a Lego birthday cake, a Lego birthday cake, and you could actually build with it, and he made it from scratch at home.
Aw, that's cool.
And that was the one birthday party I ever had.
Aw, but no,
I mean, last year I got cake and brownies.
Oh.
German chocolate
You
cake
can't just
and chocolate brownies.
double up on the desserts like
My
that
mom
unless
brought-
it's ice cream.
My mom bought German chocolate cake mix,
Ooh.
but it actually was brownies, so she had to go back and get cake mix. So I got brownies and cake.
Oh.
Yeah. And I got Zelda for the Switch.
Nice.
I was like, what the
It's a
heck?
win-win-win.
What is this? This isn't even my 18th birthday. On my 18th birthday, I got a lottery ticket, and my parents weren't home at all that day. So I was just alone. Alright, we're getting really off topic. What do you think is the weirdest candy? Candy corn.
You know, the flavored candy corns where there's like more than, like, they got the brown ones, blue ones, purple ones, like yellow ones.
Flavored jelly beans. Jelly beans are...
They're not that bad. No, it depends on the jelly bean. I used to be crazy about the bubble gum jelly beans, and then I'm not crazy about them anymore. What's a weird candy? I see a lot of those, like, wax melts. You know what I'm talking about? Those lips.
Yeah, those are weird.
I never had one. I don't think they're weird. I just, like, what's a weird candy? I don't know. I don't, like, you just kind of, with today's times, a lot of stuff just comes on out, and you're just like, well, there it is.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do about it.
I get what you mean.
And you know what? I'm not that crazy about powdered candy. Like those sticks of candy that are just powder sugar. Like, I don't care about those.
Pixie sticks?
Yeah, like, I don't care about them.
The problem with pixie sticks is they're made out of this little thin paper. So when you try and put it in your mouth, your saliva wets the paper and none of it comes out.
Well, okay, you're eating it wrong then, because you just pour it in. You don't put your lips on it. You just pour it in.
People telling her in the comments, when you were a kid...
You just pour it in.
When you're a kid, you're going 100,000 miles an hour. Stuff is flying in and out of your mouth every minute.
Okay, you shouldn't say that, but,
I don't mean that.
Anyways, I don't care for those kind of candies. You know what? Airheads are a little weird. If you look at them, they're just like a little bar of sugary waxatives.
They seem like they should be gum, but they're not.
They have the Airhead gums, though.
Yeah, but...
I've had one there. It's okay. It's not crazy. It's one of those things where it, like, loses flavor in, like, 2 chews.
I always thought that any flavor other than the green and the yellow Laffy Taffy were weird.
You know what?
Green
Laffy
apple
Taffy.
and banana Laffy Taffy.
I'm not a fan of Laffy Taffy.
But I'll eat it when I get it.
And I don't really care.
But
you know what? Nerds are weird too. They're candy. You just look at it. It's just all sugar.
You ever bit the outside of a nerd off, and the inside is literally just a sugar granule?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Everything is just little granules of sugar, and that's how our teeth are rotten.
Yeah. The thing about Laffy Taffies is, if it gets a little too warm and then cools back down, you'll never get it out.
Yeah.
That stuff melts so quick. You have to eat
but
it all.
if it's like hard again, it's kind of easy to get off.
But it's stuck to the sides, and then you have to suck it off and
Okay, I don't know why your childhood is so terrible.
I have terrible candy. We were poor. I never got to do costumes, and I messed up all my candy.
I'm sorry for your loss. All right, let's just move on.
Okay, we're gonna move on to like facts and stuff. So the word witch comes from the word wick, which means a wise woman.
I know, witches be wise.
Wiccan were highly respected people. Witches held one of their 2 main meetings, or sabbats, on Halloween night.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, no, were you asking me a question, or are you just saying that?
It's fact.
Oh, I thought you were asking me a question. I thought you said witch is, like...
No, witches.
Okay. I hear you now. I hear you.
Drink. This is time for a sponsor. Whoever's sponsoring us. Your screen time.
Put a picture of, like, somebody just staring at a blank wall or something.
I should put an ad for my clothing line for Halloween.
Marvel.com/PucksFreeReal.
Halloween has variously been called All Hallows Eve. I've heard that.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Witch's Night.
No.
Lamb's Wool.
What?
Snap Apple Night.
I like it.
Samhain. And Summer's End.
I like Summer's End, but that just reminded me of caramel apples. You like those?
Yeah, have you ever seen caramel apples that's dipped in like, what is that, like graham cracker looking stuff? Like, what
I've
are
seen,
those?
there's so many different types now. I work at a
like
grocery
caramel
store, so I
apple
see
dipped
all
in
sorts
peanuts.
of stuff.
Caramel apples and peanuts? That's good.
Yeah, I've seen like walnuts, like sugar, marshmallow. Like, I've seen them all, baby. Like sprinkles.
Also, Samhain is a Gaelic festival marking the end of the harvest season, the beginning of winter, or the darker half of the year. So that's what they celebrated before Halloween.
That makes sense.
Which was Samhain. Dressing up as a ghoul originated from the Celtic tradition of townspeople disguising themselves as demons. Because it was a way to escape the notice of a spirit wandering the street during Samhain.
That's cool. You know, have you watched Over the Garden Wall? I don't think so. There's like the one episode where like everyone's like pumpkins and they're like doing their little fall celebration stuff. It was a creepy episode, but I also liked it. And that's what, like, your festival reminded me of. Sorry.
Bonfires that ancient Celts built to celebrate Samhain would often attract bats. That's why they're a Halloween thing.
Oh, why did you know why they attracted bats?
No, it's all Huffington Post told me.
Not sponsored, sadly.
Yeah, one day we'll be sponsored.
Okay.
That was it?
Oh, that's it?
Yay! That was 20 minutes.
Is that it? We're not going to talk anymore about anything?
You want to keep going?
Well, I didn't know. Maybe you had
make it 30
final thoughts.
How long of a podcast do you want, baby? You smell my sweaty pit?
Yeah, I smell that pit, baby.
Let me put a shirt on.
Put deodorant on.